Hello, I'm your everyday average Jonathan. Join me today as I make a small but powerful Viking bead out of iron and copper. Hello, I am your everyday average Jonathan. I'm an ordinary guy with ordinary tools making extraordinary things. Today I'm going to make something that should be very quick, but also it should be interesting enough to draw the eye to it when someone sees it. I'm going to make what I'm calling a Viking bead out of iron and copper. I've made one of these before. I sent them to a high school friend of mine who lives not too far from me in Colorado as a memento. But I'm also going with just the good vibes, the positive energy, the actual potential energy, as I've heard that copper is good for circulation, and of course iron, also an element straight out of the earth, certainly is good for a lot of things, and one of which would be having some more nitrates in the bloodstream. So hopefully this bead will give somebody who I give it to the added benefits of having two things that improve your circulation and your health. Without further ado, let's get to the shop and get started. Well, thank you for joining me for this little build. It's neat to be a creator of what I call macro objects, weapons and armor, structures, implements and tools, and then be able to build something that is, for me, a micro object, a small object. Something that, again, for me, might be on the dainty side. Now I said that, no guy's ever gonna want to wear this, but that's okay. I made one of these before. I sent it to a friend of mine who lives near me. He's a high school friend of mine. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Always has a smile on his face, always has something pleasant to say. So Christian, if you're watching any of these videos, I hope that you do have the original one that I made and that you wear it. No final learnings for me on this one, but one parting thought, and that is, I don't know who I'm gonna give this to yet, but when I do find out who I'm gonna give it to, I'm going to make it in the form of a quest. It'll be some riddles, it'll be on a piece of parchment for them to find this or to discover it or to unearth it or something, that it won't just be handed to somebody or sent to somebody. It's going to involve a little bit of magical, whimsical pursuit. It's nothing fancy, it's just a bead, but it is an object and a bead that was made with wonderment in mind, a twinkle in this guy's eye, a stab at the whimsical, if you will. So thank you for joining me for this simple build. Until next week, God bless. Thank you for watching.